What if reality isn't made of matter, but of light flowing from a single divine source? What if your soul is just a reflection of something far greater, something that can be never fully be described, only experienced? Welcome to the mystical world of Plotinus, the philosopher of the one, the soul, and the path back to divine unity. He was born in Egypt in the 3rd century. He didn't just study philosophy, he lived it as a spiritual journey. And as a student of Plato, but deeply influenced by Aristotle and Eastern thought, he forged a powerful synthesis, now known as Neoplatonism. And through his treatise, later compiled as the Enneads by his student Porphyry, he gave us a guide not just to knowledge, but to divine self-discovery. He taught that all existence flows from a single absolute source, the One. This isn't a God with a face or a name. The One is beyond being, beyond thought, pure unity. And from the One, everything emanates in a cascade of decreasing perfection. And the first cascade is the nous, the divine intellect, source of all forms and order. Then the soul, the world, soul and individual souls. And finally, at the very bottom, was nature, the physical world we see and touch. Each level is less unified than the one before, but everything still reflects the divine light of the One. And we, as human beings, are microcosms of the entire universe. He knew reason had limits. Philosophical discourse could point to truth, but it could never fully grasp the divine experience. His philosophy bridges rational analysis and mystical assent. To him, true knowledge comes when the soul turns inward and upward. And as he famously says in his Enneads, withdraw into yourself and look. And if you do not find yourself beautiful yet, act as does the creator of the statue. This isn't turning inward into escapism. It's a discipline of return, a way to rediscover the divine in yourself, and through that, rejoin the source of all things. For him, the soul is dual in nature. Part of it is entangled in the physical, but another, its higher nature, is always oriented towards the nous, the divine intellect. Virtue, then, is a ladder. Lower virtues help purify the body and passions, while higher virtues prepare the soul for contemplation, for unity with the divine. His approach wasn't just ethical, it was transformational. Philosophy wasn't academic, it was a spiritual ascent, a gradual rising from multiplicity to unity. The Enneads, organized and edited by Porphyry, became one of the most influential works in the history of metaphysics. Plotinus' thought harmonized Plato's idealism, Aristotle's logic, and mystical insights from the East. He inspired centuries of Christian, Islamic, and Jewish mystics and theologians. More than a system, he offered a path, not just to understand the cosmos, but to rise beyond it, to contemplate the One, to become what you truly are. If Plotinus expanded your view of reality, remember, philosophy isn't just about thinking clearly. Sometimes it's about returning to the source and remembering that what is most real can only be known in silence.